Muffed is live, fresh draft class, fresh tape to talk about. Let's get into it. This is the Panthers 2026 draft recap. Muffed! Welcome back to Muffed. 7 picks, no quarterback drama, no skill position fireworks. Dan Morgan and Dave Canales spent Carolina's 2026 draft reinforcing the trenches and rebuilding the back end. The headliner is Georgia tackle Monroe Freeling at 19, and the theme is physicality on both lines plus a secondary makeover. Morgan said it himself, length, toughness, competitors. This class is built in that image. Start up front, Carolina's 2025 offense surrendered 35 sacks and 86 quarterback hits. Over 5 a game, and Freeling at 19 is the kind of swing that makes you stop and stare at the testing sheet. His relative athletic score is 0 to 10 grade, comparing combine and pro day testing to every player at his position since 1987. Came in at 9.99. That's not a typo. That's effectively the ceiling of the entire historical sample of offensive tackles. In round 5 at pick 144, they doubled up with Kansas State center Sam Hecht, who posted a 7.76, comfortably above average. Morgan zeroed in on Hecht's initial quickness, hand placement, and comfort pulling to the second level, and flat out said getting younger inside was a priority. Bonus, Hecht reportedly finished his college career without a single penalty, clean and athletic on the interior. Win. One pass catcher, but it's a juicy one. Carolina's passing offense posted minus 27.46 in total passing expected points added across 2025 and managed just 24 passing touchdowns. They needed drive finishers. Enter Tennessee receiver Chris Brazzell to a pick 83, 62 catches, 1,017 yards, and 9 touchdowns that led the entire SEC. His receiving yardage ranks second in the conference, and his per play predicted points added, the college equivalent of expected points added, was plus 0.71, totaling plus 58.5 on the year. That's a real arrow. Now the run defense, where Carolina spent its highest non-tackle pick, the 2025 Panthers allowed 2,115 rushing yards and 20 rushing touchdowns, more than a ground score per game. Their answer at pick 49, Texas Tech defensive tackle Lee Hunter with 11 tackles for loss, 7th in his conference, and 3 sacks. His relative athletic score, 4.12. Below average for an interior lineman. The bet is production and play strength over testing. The tape has to carry it. Way down at pick 227, they grabbed Miami of Ohio linebacker Jackson Kuwach, 101 tackles, 10 for loss, 5 sacks, 10th in his conference, and an 8.86 relative athletic score, top 12% of linebackers ever tested. Morgan called him instinctive, fast, and a day one special teamer. The pass defense got 2 picks, 1 archetype long physical tackle first. At pick 129, Texas A&M corner Will Lee III, 50 tackles, 7 pass breakups, 2 tackles for loss, a sack, and a 9.38 relative athletic score that puts him in the top 7% of corners ever tested. Morgan loved his press ability and the quote swag he plays with. Canales emphasized that Carolina's corners have to tackle and fit the run, which is exactly Lee's game. Then at pick 151, Penn State safety Zakey Wheatley, 74 tackles, 51 solo, and a 7.64 relative athletic score, solidly above average at free safety. Canales called him one of his favorite guys in the entire process. Angles, downhill instincts range from the post to the box. Like Hecht, Wheatley reportedly closed his college career penalty-free. Morgan admitted he was surprised Wheatley was still there. Pick of the draft, you can argue Brazzell's SEC leading touchdowns. You can argue Lee's testing in round 4. It's Freeling. Tackles who test at 9.99 don't exist. That number is the ceiling of the historical database. On a line that gave up sacks at a 2-a-game clip, landing that kind of athletic rarity at 19 without trading up is the swing that defines the class. Smashed? So what's the 2026 stress test? Whether this defense actually tightens. 4 of 7 picks went to a unit that surrendered plus 56.54 in pass defense expected points added and nearly 125 rushing yards a game in 2025. If Hunter wins with hands and leverage despite the testing, and if Lee and Wheatley deliver the physicality Canales keeps preaching, this back 7 looks different in a hurry. Add a generational athletic profile at tackle and a touchdown finisher on the outside, and Carolina got exactly what Morgan promised: competitors, length, and toughness at every level. Muffed! That's the Panthers 2026 draft class. 2 things before you go. 1, if you want a weekly recap for the Panthers when the season kicks off, subscribe to the Panthers feed wherever you're listening. 2, if you want the same treatment for your fantasy roster every week, head to muffed.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.